Yo, welcome back people. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing alright. How are your portfolios doing? Mine's taking a serious beating at the minute, but it's all good because I'm invested in some good companies, so that just means these are some buy the dip opportunities. That's why it's always good to have some dry powder to hand so you can take advantage of these situations when they arise. But in this video, I'll be recapping all the dividends I got paid in the month of March, so let's not waste no time and roll the credits. Before I jump into the list of companies that paid me my dividends, I believe it's 25 payments I received this month. Can I please ask that you hit the like button? It does wonders for the growth of this channel. And also hit the subscribe button if you haven't done already and join me on this journey. And hit the notification bell if you want to be notified anytime I post a new video. So jumping into the list alphabetically as always, the first company I got paid from this month was AEW UK. I own 425 shares, and for those I got paid £8.50. Next is AG&C, it's one of my bigger positions. For my 329.2 shares, I got paid £24.94. Next up is Alphabet, the parent company of YouTube, Alphabet, and many other things. For my 12.8 shares, I got paid £1.73. Followed by Arbor Realty Trust. For my 55.4 shares, I got paid £10.54. Next up, Arda Metal Packaging. For my 70 shares, I got paid £4.45. Next up is BP. BP is one of those companies where every time I go and use their services, you know, the petrol stations, I will buy 5 shares. But I have gone electric, so it's rare that I'm in a petrol station nowadays just with my van, and I hardly use that. But I'll be using it more often, so I'll be buying more shares. I currently only own 60 shares, and for those I got paid £3.74. Next up is Bluefield Solar Income Fund. I own 250 shares, and for those I got paid £5.63. Next up is Broadcom. They pay a very small dividend, but you make your money back through the share price, which is doing pretty good. Broadcom is one out of my 2 semiconductor plays. I own 4.75 shares, and for that I got paid £1.98. Next up is Capital Southwest. They used to pay their dividends quarterly. Now they're on a monthly basis, which I enjoy. I own 42.9 shares, and for those I got paid £5.35. But they also paid a special dividend this month, so I got an additional £1.65. Next up is Devon Energy. That stock has been down for me for a long time, way over a year. But oil and energy prices have gone up during this war, so I'm back in the green with those now. I own 14 shares, and for those I got paid £2.16. Next is Horizon Technology Finance. I own 119.7 shares, and for those I got paid £8.42. Next up is IBM International Business Machines. For my 12.3 shares, I got paid £13.08. Followed by my favourite monthly dividend paying stock, which is Main Street Capital. I own 35 shares, and for those I got paid £5.82. But they also paid me a special dividend, which they do quarterly, and I got an additional £6.69. Next up is Meta Platforms, aka Facebook. I own 1 share, and for that I got paid 33p. Next up was a funny one. I got a payment from a company called New Ride. Basically, I was invested in a company called Lordstown Motors ages ago, a company I had no business being invested in. I was blindly following a YouTuber at the time, and that company went down. But for some random reason they gave me a payment, which I'm grateful for. I'm gonna gladly accept. But I owned 5 shares back in the day, and they paid me a random £1.56. Next up, Primary Health Properties. I own 275 shares, and for those I got paid £1.38. But they also paid me some property income, and I got an additional £3.64. Next up is Prospect Capital, which is in a pie of Horizon Technology Finance. I've got 2 of them in a pie. I just put £50 in, £25 goes on each, and the dividends just reinvest. I own 259.3 shares, and for those I got paid £7.48. Followed by Shell. Like I said with BP, I'm not in petrol stations like I used to be, just with my van, which is pretty rare. but the share price has been doing well because of the war and the energy prices just skyrocketing. I own 59 shares of Shell, and for those I got paid £16.46. Next up, Starbolt Carriers. I own 29.4 shares, and for those I got paid £8.21. Last but not least, the Renewable Infrastructure Group. I own 325 shares, and for those I got paid £6.13. All of those shares combined give me a grand total for the month of March of £149.87. £149.87. I'm definitely happy with that. I was expecting to receive just a little bit more because there's a couple companies which have changed their payment dates to April rather than March, so I'll get the money then. But I'm definitely happy with that. It's my biggest payment so far this year, but March has always been a good month for me. And I hope March has been good for you as well. But now for my favourite part of the videos, let's put the numbers into the spreadsheet. So £149.87. Okay, so I'm up 7% from this time last year. Last year I received £139.66. And if we stay looking at the top left chart, you can see that that's pushed my total for the year so far up to £387.42. Now, a common misconception you hear about dividend investing is that you need to start with a lot of money, otherwise it's just not worth it, which I firmly disagree with. I believe just putting in what you can when you can and just letting that compound and add up, you will see the results for yourself. Because if we look at the first column on the top left chart, 2022, you can see for the whole year I received £264.18. Now in 2026 I've made more than that in just 3 months. And me, I just put in what I can when I can, and you know, this is where it's taken me so far. So don't listen to those who say you need a lot of money to be dividend investing, because it's just simply not true. And if we look now down at the bottom left chart, you can see that Q1 is now over, January, February, March, and I am up 13% from this time last year. Last year I made £343.99. So I'm hoping for 2027, for Q1 I'll receive over £400, and then that means every quarter I should be receiving over £400, which will be a good milestone to break. And if you look at the bottom right chart, you can see that I'm still on an upward trajectory, which is always a good thing. And hopefully it carries on that way, onwards and upwards. So yeah, that's about it for this video. So could I please ask you again, if you haven't already, please hit the like button. It does wonders for the growth of this channel, and I definitely need it. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and join me on this journey. And as I always say, not only am I not a financial advisor, I'm not your financial advisor. If you're looking for financial advice, then please seek out a qualified financial advisor. Do not come on YouTube looking for free financial advice. If you want answers on how to fuel up a 777 or an Airbus A380, then I'm your guy. But if you want financial advice, you've come to the wrong place. So please do your own due diligence before buying any stocks, and do not blindly copy anyone's portfolio that you see on YouTube. But yeah, that's about it for this video. So I will see you in the start of May, where I'll be recapping all the dividends I received in the month of April. I'm actually hoping April's going to be a good month for me. I'm expecting a couple big payouts. But with stocks being down, although things are starting to turn around a little bit, it might be a good time to start looking at some of the positions that you are down in, and you might want a dollar cost average and get a better cost basis. But again, not financial advice, but it's a good time to be looking at your portfolio and doing a bit of spring cleaning. But until next month, people, take care of yourself. Adios.